love you.
Namgelekile Mcaciso sinithanda.
Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know who I am, Babalwa Mcaciso, and today we've got the one, the only, Mr. Mcaciso himself. Welcome guys to today's video. We are back with a new video of the week, and the topic of today is
Which one is it? We're talking about boundaries with friends of the opposite sex,
yes,
as well as jealousy. I think the two are interrelated.
Interlinked.
Yeah. I think I'll be listening more than speaking on this one. That's why I'm feeling a man's.
Why are you gonna be the one that's listening?
I feel a man's.
Yeah. Well, you are so crazy. Like, why are you the one that's gonna be listening more?
I think normally who have challenges with those of Banumona. Well, my generalize. I call them matter that. Call them call it too much. But
Okay.
and then it is about gents, but yeah.
I think it's quite a neutral thing, and I don't want to say it's gender specific.
No, it's not gender specific, but more. It's like more. I mean, you get like as a situation. Call them much more by hotel. You know, I acquire it.
There are crazy guys out there.
But listen needs.
Wow.
And there are reasons for that, and most of which are justifiable.
Yeah.
And the biggest reason being, women know other women. If you catch my drift.
That is not true. I feel
That's
like
one of the
women
reasons.
know men.
Okay, I can.
Yeah, but anyway, guys, we are talking about how to deal with the opposite sex in a relationship, whether it is a relationship or a marriage. So, just to kind of describe the topic or draw a scenario to the topic, is you start dating someone, right? And when you meet that person, they've got friends of the opposite sex. Like, for example, if Zola and I are starting to date and he comes into my life, and I obviously have got friendships with other guys, how do we then manage and navigate our relationship and set boundaries to an extent that he feels comfortable when I am with those male friends, whether he's there or whether he's not, and he also feels respected as my main guy in the picture. And I feel like it can get very tricky.
Yeah.
Because
very quickly.
Very tricky. It can get very tricky because, first of all, right, when you meet a new person, or you come into a person's life, they obviously have got relationships abanazo, of males and females, and xa ungumuntu oqala ufika in that person's life, quite often what happens is that the people around you, whether it's guy friends or female friends, they usually feel threatened by this new person that has now come into your life. Yeah, for example, if you're a guy, right? Like if you have a guy and you have your guy friends and you meet this new person.
Girlfriends, you mean?
You know, guy friends and girlfriends.
Okay.
Udibana nam, Babalwa. Each of these guys nazo, they will feel some type of way about you having me in your life because I'm taking you away from them.
Well, it depends how you are. I don't 100% agree because some of our girlfriends, our friends, we celebrate them. I think all of our girlfriends, we celebrate them when they come into our friend's life. Oh. But it then depends going forward because women are very territorial and some take it up a notch, and because once bafuna like and abanye don't even want you to continue having those friendships. The moment you get into a relationship as a dude, and you like bakuthatha. So all your friends now become bad people. Yabo kodwa ngabo bantu ukhule nabo abanye they've bekhuphe problems ezininzi and they've shaped you to become this person. For now this person to come in and say we ain't shit.
Yeah.
So abanye siyaba celebrate because even if they come into our friend's life, they come and add value to all of us. They don't come and be territorial. We understand obviously now that our friend is in a relationship. We're not gonna see him all the time. But once I need to welcome anymore because we figure
Yeah.
It's not always that we people feel like, yo, there's this new girl, because we want our friends to actually get girls and settle down and be happy. But then it becomes
I don't think so. I think other guys like being rotten apples altogether.
You know, then you talk about bad friends.
No, like
you're not talking about like real friends.
I'm talking about your real friends. For example, if you guys grew up together, you're each other's ride or die. For example, I'm speaking it in a guy's perspective, but it also happens in a female perspective where I had a friend, we were very close, and we told ourselves that we're gonna be single, independent women until we are like well groomed, cinemali zethu, nendawo zethu, then sifumane amadoda. The minute a man came into my life, it was a problem, and it was a threat to that person because they felt like you're taking my friend away.
Justifiably so, because you and that friend had a goal and agreed on certain things that you're going to pursue, and then when our tata a short curve, ibisiza. So obviously when you take a short curve out, I thought we were going to be single until we in our 30s, we have our cars, we have our homes, and now there's this person. Obviously they're gonna feel some type of way.
Yeah.
So but it's different where you have like genuine friends, good friends who care about you and you care about each other, and you want your friend to find somebody.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, speaking of that, right, we are talking about the topic of having boundaries and setting boundaries in a relationship with the opposite sex, which a lot of people usually find challenging in relationships. Like, what do you think are the do's and the don'ts in terms of setting boundaries in a relationship? For example, what are the things that should not be done by another male to disrespect you in a relationship? And I'll cover things that another woman should not do to disrespect, like to my man to disrespect.
It's quite tricky, and it depends on doing things, but there are general things. Personally, I mean, if I come into your life, I come with the expectation that I'm coming into a life of a full-grown human being who has a history, who comes from somewhere, who has people around them. So I don't expect the figure and business steering and take over. If you have male friends, it's something that I understand, and it's something obviously that I expect. But now friends of the opposite sex, and then now you get into a relationship, the nature or the extent or the degree of your engagement with the friends of the opposite sex must change. For example, if you are in a relationship with me and normally you be comfortable to sleep at your best friend or your friend's place who's a male, right? Because you didn't have a male, you didn't do anything with that friend. You really were friends, and you would sleep in his extra room, whatever, or in his couch or whatever. But when I come in now, and we start dating, you can continue being friends with that person. I don't have a problem with that. But certain things now, so which means the dynamics of your friendship with that person will change. And if that person is matured enough, also understand and they'll continue being in your life. So also uhamba naye nipatishe kude kuse okanye umunye lamachero okanye uyolala kwakhe, all those kind of things. Those things can't happen anymore because I'm there. So that's one of the things. And it's number two, like it becomes problematic if I can. You understand what I'm saying? So because nangandithandi for wena uzondisrespect every opportunity ayifumanayo, yabo, and then that will be a problem. And naturally one will have to fail in the long run because we'll always be in conflict, yabo. So it's either nguye okanye ndim. But I don't mind my wife or my girlfriend having friendship of the opposite sex, but nigga, I understand in nature of friendship, it needs to change. It must change. There are certain things that can't happen anymore that you guys normally used to do before I was in a relationship with you. But I won't say don't have friends. And I'm also not that person naturally to say don't hang out with X or Y. I tell you that I don't like X. So that in your interactions with X, even now, females, even, I'll say, I'm tired of bad. So the reasons I'm catching, and I'm not going to tell you not to be friends with them, but which means now in your interactions with them, you need to be cognizant of the fact that they're not my.
Feel comfortable.
Yeah, so it's also like important for wena nechomi yakho ningcingele nami ngokuba ndikhona. And for so long as you guys do that, I mean, you can continue being friends. You can continue go on your dates, coffee dates, meet up, whatever, without me. I don't have a problem with that. But it's going to be bounces back. You're not going to sleep at this place or be out with him all night and all of that. Yeah.
I feel like it's very easy for a woman to change their life when a guy is involved, like in that context.
Then it is for a guy to change.
Then it is for a guy to change.
I know. Exactly.
And also another thing is that besides, I feel like women are very territorial.
Yeah.
So if ever I came into your life and you had a specific girlfriend, she would always be competing with me. She would always be competing with me in terms of...
You mean the friend?
Yeah, the friend.
Depends.
Baba, women are territorial.
Okay.
Women are
I do
territorial. Your mother, for example, as a mom. I'm not saying your mom specifically.
No moms,
I'm saying your mother as a guy is...
more protective towards me.
Exactly.
But then it goes to that thing that I say, but women know things about themselves that we don't know. And that's why they always bite. Like, that's how I feel that's how I feel. I'm not a woman, but
you're
I'm just...
changing the root of my angle of thought now.
Okay, so I'm just...
I'm unpacking this. I'm getting somewhere with it.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say is that women are very territorial, and if ever I came into your life and you had a friend, like your friend, best friend of a girl,
yes,
she would always try to make sure I know that she was in your life before.
True.
Athi mhlawumbi if ndiyabuya for i-advice athi ndiyamazi uZola. Yabo?
And
Uzakwenza but it's not like a guy they would always try to help you.
Yeah.
But another woman would not be from an angle of trying to help you. They'd always be like, at the end of the day, noba ungangu
uzawuhamba ufike nilapha awungoqala ufika uzawuhamba ufike nilapha uzofika nomnye. I know,
like they try to be like you know. So I feel like for me it's very important as a guy to make your woman. I feel like sometimes guys can be weak when it comes to when it comes to managing this kind of relationships. No, I'm weak, man. As a man, when you see ubani ufuna ukhompyutha nomfazi wami
okanye you don't see
ne-girlfriend yami, funeke fake ubani endaweni yakhe, ingabi ku-girlfriend ozofaka ubani endaweni yakhe.
True.
That girl needs to know where she stands. She can't just rock up at your place because
absolutely.
Up.
Things have changed. The nature
things have changed. And it's tricky here because women do not have that thing.
So you must discuss it.
I need to condition myself. nditshintshe kwasoloko ufuna ukugqamza azibonise ba I was here before.
I don't think they don't know. They know that. They know that there's things are supposed to change, but as you say, they are territorial.
Uzibonakalisa ba usabelo ndiyamazi kwaseCrich kaloku.
That's true. That's true.
Ungubani wena like I'm going to show you nangebirthday yakhe ndizamthengela igift ebhettere.
Yeah.
So those kind of things, and that's where I feel like you as the partner, as the boyfriend or the husband or whatever, need to make sure that you set the tone.
Yeah.
Angamkheli umntu
Umfana.
wakho. So it even happens with family members.
Yeah,
For
absolutely.
example,
True.
like if you have a favorite cousin that you grew up with, they're gonna feel some type of way about your girlfriend or some type of way about your wife because
Thatha yonke attention.
yeah, what yonke
Ngithanda
attention
imali ekhaya yonke lo
akucapkele for no reason. Mqombe you feel bad vibes ngoku with this person because uthathe ubhuti wakhe okanye uthathe umuntu asekhaya bebehleli elhlobo together yabo. So those things are very important, and I feel like it's important to be cognizant of them, ne?
Yeah.
So that because ziyaxabanisa izinto ezinje, you don't want to be the person who raises
The duty is on
the duty is on the person that the
to
thing
realize
is,
these things.
to realize them and to also address them, because the minute iba ndim for example
Seyimoshakele.
also addressa ichomi yakho kuwe
Seyimoshakele.
nawe ngoku sana uzaba ngathi uyajikela ukubona sana uqombe hey awunomona wena. Well, and sometimes guys will be like yo abazo understand aqombe hey awunomona, like they're gonna say mhlambi you have insecurities or you're a psycho or you're a crazy person, because guys are so quick to say that women are psychos. They'll gaslight you and say that you are
Yaphambana. I think that's the easiest way to get out of a confrontational situation with the partner. Especially with female. Like I'm telling you, because you don't want, but I think deep down you know. But you just don't have the balls to go and address it. Yeah. Because also intrigue in relationship, a female friend, especially with female friend who are good, because she's a female and she doesn't mind when it comes to what the Bible says. Our approach is soft, and so you sort of always try to negotiate, the situation with your friend as opposed to set the boundaries. Exactly. It's easier to set boundaries with somebody that like but when it's a girl, you have often because she's been your friend for so long. But at the end of the day, like boundaries must be set, and if you understand, then I mean if it's a good friend, they must understand that. When someone else comes and take over, and then you are no longer like the number one person. There's this new person now. No matter how hard you like it. Because but it's balekile to state.
I feel like another thing that's very interesting is setting boundaries for like friends, your girlfriend's female friends.
Your girlfriend's female friends. Oh, yes.
Because sometimes I feel like that's a very tricky thing to manage.
True.
Where you need to tread very carefully on there. Because some people really do not have boundaries.
Yeah, true.
Like they don't.
But who must manage those boundaries?
I think the guy. It's the guys. For example, my friend can't call you.
But here's the thing. No, but then
be like Epsuku.
Whoa. I don't think this one is a joint venture. This one. I don't think you must place it on me alone that I must manage boundaries with your friends, because now
sometimes guys can entertain stuff like that.
No, but hence I'm saying you don't. I understand what you're saying, and I agree that guy, but you cannot put blame on a third party. Good relationship with your friends. You must tell your friends to also maintain boundaries with your men. Yeah, but so you cannot like firstly if you why in the number you number one chomi yam. Yeah, but
Okay, why not my boyfriend?
yeah, why you phone or stuff like that? Why are you not calling me? Yeah, well, it starts there. You know, because now you need to do that because manga phone like chomi yako. Yeah, but why you coach me accountable on phone
Exactly.
You cannot only ask me that. You must also ask yourself, but what boundaries have you set between yourself and your friends? Yeah, but that must be the second layer to say, whoa, yeah, but what's going on here? Yeah, that's true.
But I feel like as a guy,
Yeah,
also don't entertain that. Like,
no, it's true.
Yeah, because for me, like a friend that's comfortable calling my man Chem, that's not a
phone me
friend.
here, guys.
That
Show me Gababa, please.
wow, what friends?
Phone me. No, we matches. Phone lim na.
Lol.
I'm joking. Call me the show me. Show me so to show me now.
Yeah, guess anacela advice relationship.
Show me man, kanje na kanje.
Chini sana, azocela advice, welcome advice.
Imagine then it's called there's a problem. It's called there's a problem. Imagine we have makayazi ndawo yakho nomshita wakho. Yes, umshita wakho.
What do you mean?
Makayazi ndawo yakhe naye kaloba nenamba yomfazi wami. Umshita wami. Uthini usayenza inamba yomfazi?
Oh, your friend.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I feel like guy friends are so shady as well.
Yeah.
Guy friends are shady.
Friends,
shady.
the friends is shady.
Like
It's corner.
very shady.
The
I
corner
feel
is
like
pushing.
they're not spoken about as, because we speak about girls a lot.
Yeah.
But guys also are shady. That's why I'm
That's true.
emphasizing it. Like they
That's
can
true.
be super shady, and a lot of the blame is always casted on the woman that they are the shady ones.
But
guys can also be very shady.
It's not like these things don't happen with men, like questionable friends who try and take your girl or whatever. Imagine and then I imagine. But I feel like like I don't know, maybe women know our weaknesses as men, or they just fear each other or don't like each other. I don't know, because the smallest of things, like if women are very quick when it comes to another woman to very quickly. Then we are as men.
I don't understand.
No, I feel like you guys are naturally territorial, but when it comes to another woman and your men, like you guys just become extra territorial. And in terms of level of jealousy as well, like you guys are, how can you not be jealous? You guys are, Tina's Namashita, we not like that. The majority of us generally. Yeah, but we're not too territorial, about another man. Yeah, but we don't jump quickly and I know what's going on, what you do. We don't do that. But you guys, I feel like you take it up a notch, man. Cool.
Because we also know how men are like.
Is it man or is it female?
It's men as well. Men are like.
But here's the thing.
Women are more loyal than men
Loyal to who?
to the relationships.
To their relationships. Yo.
It's the truth. So obviously, if you're gonna see like someone doing something funny,
So is it the
that's
men?
why guys are relaxed, because they know that when they have a woman, they have her.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think men are just relaxed. They're not, like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, they're not like you guys, like, you don't need, like, you just I don't know how to explain it. You over territorial and like, nesquele, like ningamantombazana way more than amachita. Amachita awakhweleli kakhulu unless they like amachita, like valid reason. I feel like women are just territorial about no crowds nje, just the smallest of things nje. Babalwa, listen, 10,
Wow.
you guys must. You guys must have a women conference, ne?
What?
Even a women conference, nithethe nani uba thina women, masithemba nini thina women, siyeke abantu babantu.
I think it depends who you are. Like,
What do you mean?
it's not like all women that are like women are territorial, but I don't think I think they're the same as men, man. Like, yeah.
You think they're the same? I think
Yeah,
generally women are more, not all women, but are more territorial than men. How many times, my Baba, do I like call you, like, where are you? You'll never get that from me. What are you doing? You'll never get that from me.
So
Unless there's a valid reason. Yeah, because you territorial, you want to know where your man is all the time. To us, it's not like, unless like, if I'm not, I'll realize a little, hey, turn on I think. That's the only time I'll pick up my phone, like, I will. But when I was 12, you haven't messaged me. You haven't messaged me since you left this morning.
A whole other family. Relationship.
I'll be able to pick it up.
You would never.
There will be a valid reason.
How?
There will be a valid reason now, but okay, ask umungu just thule. Ask umungu siyabona. We are looking. Anyway, closure.
To wrap it up, I feel like it's very important to set boundaries.
Yeah.
In your relationship and marriage, and to speak about these things openly without getting emotional about it, because a lot of people don't talk about them.
Yeah.
And they just keep quiet, so openly have a discussion.
Yeah.
With your partner. Don't be afraid to have difficult conversations.
Yeah.
A relationship is not built on roses, and it's built on having hard conversations with each other. Yeah. But thankfully, we didn't deal with friendships.
I didn't have female friends.
I also didn't have.
Yeah.
I had male friends, but I feel like you didn't really even experience them because friendships were not at that level.
Yeah.
Like I had just
Same.
acquaintances.
Same.
Not like a chum.
Like I didn't have like female best friends and stuff like that.
And also because I've moved around quite a lot, so my childhood male friends are in PE.
Yeah.
And like you met them for the first time this year when we went to the wedding.
Yeah.
Like Michelle. It's not like
Record all the time.
Yeah. So
And my closing night, I just want to say, like, when you walk into someone's life, you're gonna find people there. And like Babalwa Zola, I think it's important to have frank and open conversations about boundaries. Don't walk into people's lives to kick people out. Yeah, well, because people make that mistake a lot. Like you the moment like you date someone now, they can't hang out with X and Y, they can't be friends with that person. That's the quickest way to push someone away. So frank and open, difficult conversations that help us grow as people and maintain a relationship of difficult conversations. So and it's not gonna be something that you're gonna achieve in 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. They're ongoing, probably for the rest of your marriage or for the rest of your life, because see, I grow and we face difficult challenges all the time, but conversations and setting boundaries is my legged. Yeah, so that's my 2 cents worth. I hope you guys
enjoyed watching the video.
Yeah.
Until next time.